Hey there, I'm Sean Collins. I'm the esports reporter with the Dallas Morning News. I primarily cover OpTic Texas of the Call of Duty League and the Dallas Fuel of the Overwatch League, and I had a report today that caught some traction, so I figured I'd just do some commentary on it and talk about it a little bit, and what I think it means for esports in that space. So Envy Gaming and OpTic Gaming merged in November of 2021, and then now, as of today, Envy Gaming sunset its branding and just fully absorbs the OpTic Gaming brand. So it'll all just be OpTic now. Um, and I think it's a pretty big deal. You know, Envy and OpTic were kind of like a match made in heaven, in that like Envy had the financial backing and the structure and the headquarters and the competitive championship winning culture already. And you know, OpTic had a fair amount of championship winning culture as well. But really, what they had with OpTic was that brand. It was so strong, and especially with guys like Scump and Hector Rodriguez. And I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. You know, this is the only things that really changed as of right now, that what we know is, you know, basically it's all just OpTic now. Like the Envy Inn in front of the downtown headquarters in Victory Plaza. That Inn will eventually just become the OpTic Gaming logo. The Rocket League team, instead of Envy Rocket League, it is OpTic Rocket League. You already saw that happen with the Halo team, as well as the Valorant team from Envy. Now it's all OpTic. One thing that didn't change is the Dallas Fuel of the Overwatch League. The Fuel kept that branding. It's still the blue flame. It's the logo, and that was pretty important to Microfail as well, just because that was an already established brand within Overwatch community, and that was important to him and probably to that fan base as well. I had a conversation with Microfail this afternoon, and we kind of just talked about, you know, what this meant, and he said that he had been thinking about this even before officially merging with OpTic, and that news coming out. And what he said that this wasn't really a bittersweet moment, and that it was kind of just like a sweet moment, because he said that like Envy still exists, the history's still there, and he's very proud of what happened and what it accomplished, and it will have never not accomplished that. But this was a move he felt that Envy fans could eventually respect. I think he said that he felt that Envy fans and OpTic fans were mature enough to understand why this was a good move for both sides. So that was kind of just like the detail here. I think it's kind of fun to think about some of the storylines with like Scump, who's been competing for OpTic his whole life, and Envy for much of that time was a rival. And now, you know, they became all under the same hood, and now that OpTic brand has taken over completely. And so I think that that's kind of fun. But you know, there are some other things that, you know, people will be having questions about. You know, this is a pretty big deal within esports, just because there wasn't really anything like it up until this point. And I think that we're going to see probably more moves maybe in the future. Maybe not necessarily on this same kind of detail, but you know, it could be on a similar caliber. But you know, I'm thinking like 100 Thieves and like being a fashion and a culture brand, along with being esports competitors, and same deal with like FaZe and some of its partnerships and deals that it's made in the past. I think that that's probably kind of like in that conversation right now, and this is all kind of setting the precedent for, you know, how esports is going to be moving and evolving.